Question: did you ever think of your grocery stockpile as sort of an investment? True or false? Let's talk about this. Back in a minute. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi, this is Jan. Welcome to the Save Money and More with Jan channel. How you doing today? Cannot believe it's Friday. So going to talk about stockpiling. Did you ever think of your grocery stockpile as a bit of an investment? Yeah. A lot of people say they could really use about $100 or even $200 extra in their pocket every single month. That would make their month a lot easier. Actually, I've done videos about that, how, like, for example, what a difference it could make in your lifestyle, just having and just knowing that you have that additional $100 or $200 in your pocket. It takes away a lot of stress for many people. Sometimes it's just that little bit extra money that could take away a whole lot of stress. You would be surprised and amazed for so many people. That's why I think we should relook at our own grocery stockpiles. Now, when we talk about stockpiling groceries, we're not only talking about the stuff that we put away for longer term. We're also talking about the stuff that's in our current refrigerator, in our current freezers that we use, in our little bits of cupboards in the kitchen that we're using short term or more or less immediate foods that we use to make our wonderful meals. But did you ever really think of the potential? You see, while we're reviewing our grocery stockpile, we have to view it from a different lens. We need to review it from a different lens. For example, if you have enough food, you could throw together all different sorts of things. It doesn't have to be the same old. Do you realize that just by doing that alone, and even myself, I like to remind myself I have the stuff, I can make different types of meals from that. And thus, that would save me tons of money to consider calling in or going to the restaurant. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with restaurants. Believe you me, I come from a family of people that worked in restaurants and managed restaurants. So I know all about it. Maybe because I do know how the other half lives, that really things can really add up. Nothing wrong with restaurants on occasion as a treat. But for people who say, for example, I can't meet this obligation, or I'm falling behind, or I can't seem to get that debt down and stuff like that. And you would even be shocked and amazed that people who are on the verge of losing their electrical power sometimes are eating out. But I'm sure there are many other reasons than beyond, the obvious, but that's for another show. Seriously, that's for another show. But I do think we need to put on a brand new cap and maybe a brand new pair of glasses and review our own current situation with our stockpiles as possible investments in our future. Now, how can we go about that? Well, we could shop carefully for our longer range stuff in our stockpile, because there are going to be days where things completely out of your control, when we go off grid, lose power, don't feel good, the weather is ridiculous, dangerous driving, this, that, and the other thing. Always plan ahead. I'm telling you. And sometimes it's just the smallest changes. When you go to the grocery store, of course, hopefully, see, I believe before I embark on any shopping expedition, whether it's online or whether it's in person, I want to have a plan in place. How much do I want to spend? I determine that first. I don't determine that at the place. But if I see something that I didn't expect that is of a great value for me, a great value, then I will go for it. Okay? Because sometimes things happen while you're at the store, manager special, things that you did not expect to see. whatever, or whatever, and you want to take advantage because you're using that stuff up. Always have a little wiggle room for that. But I like to have more or less of an idea. I don't let budgets control me. I control the budget. See where I'm going with this? That's why it is really important to view our stockpiles as, from that sort of glasses or a different lens, different line of vision. It's really, really important. All right. So once we do that and we make our list, go for the best stuff at the least price. Now, talk about buy one, get ones for a minute. Now, sometimes you could get really, really pretty good darn deals at those BOGO things, but you have to be careful to do the math. That's all individual and it's all within your affordability. But do work with a strategy. Strategizing our financials, it's a very important thing, even down to by looking at our stockpile as a money investment. For example, if you could find ways that would definitely save $100 to $200 a month to go back right into your wallet, wouldn't that make life a lot easier? There are ways and there are ways. Is it more of a challenge at this moment in time? Yes, but as a frugal person, I've learned this. There's always a strategy to outfox the fox. There really, really is. Just have to take that time. The beauty part is that there are so many wonderful channels on this platform where you could get that information totally for free. You know what? I would appreciate it if you would do the following. Hang on. I really, really love the game of saving money. I actually make a game out of it and never ever give up. And the most biggest thing that I have learned over time, I'm sorry about my creaky desk. Hang on a second. If you hear that squeaky sound, I'm sorry. It's me leaning on my desk, making a squeaky sound. But one thing that I actually have learned over time, and this is for so many reasons, not just in the saving money arena, not just in the building up a stockpile arena. Ignore the naysayers. The naysayers are more than likely, in my honest opinion, probably jealous that you have the will to go on to save. And I will say this all the time: if it makes you less stressed out to talk about your achievements to certain people, then you probably already know in your heart the people to absolutely avoid, seriously, to absolutely avoid divulging certain information, because some people are just jealous. I hate to put it that I don't like saying things like that, but yeah. So sometimes better off just keeping it shushy, shushy, shushy. I want to encourage you to save no matter what the amount. Look at your stockpile as a future investment in so many ways, and not just in the monetary sense. Okay. Think about, for example, if one eliminates going out to dinner twice a month, think about how that is a return to that actual money in one's pocket. Today, two people going out for dinner, you better make sure you have at least $60 to $80 on you. And that's not even including the tip. I'm not kidding. Even if you go to those fast food places, fast food is fast. Yeah, the food is fast, but it's not cheap. Okay. Maybe the quality is not great and cheap, maybe in that department. But a lot of money is coming out of your pocket. So think of it as cash return to one's wallet. You could save $50 a month or $100 a month or $200 a month. It's up to you and it's up to your situation. So give it a whirl, see what happens, and you'd be shocked and amazed how having that money in your pocket can make you feel less stressed out. And I think that is well worth it. What says you about that? I think it's well worth it. This happy music is well worth it too. Hang on. Have an amazing, fantastic day and upcoming weekend too. Don't forget to come back on Monday morning at 5 o'clock for a no frills video. Those videos are shorter than 5 minutes, longer than 1 minute. And then on Monday through Friday in the afternoon, at some point, you come back for a longer video in case this has been your first time here. And if this has been your first time here, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, everybody. Take good care of yourself and your wonderful family.